Today we're going to be talking about The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, or the original text of The Wizard of Oz, which was The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. A young girl is plucked out of her normal circumstances. Those normal circumstances are not so great. She's in a world in which things are gray, in which she feels like she doesn't belong, and is wondering, where are her friends? And she is an outcast in her own world. We stay with an issue until we fix it or find a solution to it. And so it is with Dorothy. She's now in Oz, but she doesn't feel like she belongs in Oz. She doesn't have friends there. She's a rookie and doesn't understand any of the customs. This is the beginning of her quest, though. The beginning, we often feel as though we don't know what's going on. We are strangers in a strange land. But the beauty of life is, it seldom leaves us where we started. And very soon, Dorothy is following the yellow brick road. She's taking the steps to discover who she is by exerting the courage and her qualities at that time. And then the greater experience of being herself will unfold from her willingness to follow the yellow brick road, to go on this adventure. So the adventure follows you, waiting for you to accept it, to become the person you have been designed to be in this life. The world is inviting us to take the next step. And it may be something that's really designed, we think, for younger people. Or maybe it's opening your heart in a new way and exploring what it's like to be a feeling being. Or maybe it is honing your ability to be quiet inside. It could be something as radical as a new relationship. It could be as big as starting a company and inviting people to work with you. We don't know what it is for everybody else, but I'll bet somewhere inside us, we do know what is next for us to do. All of it is enfolding that which is enfolded within you. And in the story of the Oz, one of the things that happens is Dorothy meets three other characters who are feeling like they're inadequate for their life. One doesn't think he has brains, one doesn't feel like he has a heart, and one has no courage. These three characters become her companions, and they look at the beginning, when you first meet them, like they're right. Like they don't have brains, or they don't have a heart, and they don't have courage. But through the course of going through the journey of their life, they demonstrated that they really did think, feel, and act courageous. And those motions of acting it out unfolded what was really within them, even though there was no place in a head of straw for brains, or in a hollow tin for a heart, or in a cowardly lion for courage. But it was evoked, not just by thinking about it, but by living out the danger of their own life, taking the chance of being something new, something great, being a hero, being a willing participant in life. This, I think, is the real secret. We may not know where we're going, but we must be a willing participant, because life is pulling us forward. And so when something strange and difficult happens to you, perhaps it's actually working in your favor. And I think the greatest form of faith you can have is essentially that all of life is working in your favor. That if you're in a challenge, or you're been disappointed, or you're angry or frustrated, perhaps the very thing that seems like a problem, that very pebble in your shoe is what keeps you on the straight and narrow and keeps you going in the direction of your unfolding. We don't always know what's next for us. And sometimes the things that seem the worst are the beginning of the best growth experiences, the best new ideas, the best new possibilities. They come when one door has been closed or something has been lost. So if you are jerked out of Kansas and land in a country where you feel like a stranger in a strange place, and it may feel like it's all happening to you, perhaps it's really your higher self or your own inner self that is calling you into a new, greater way of being. And it is not that it's gone badly. It is that you are now invited to unfold that which has been within you. Let it come out. And let it come out by not resisting what's happening, but realizing, making a faith decision that all things are working in your favor, even that which seems to not be so. This, I think, is the real storyline of The Wizard of Oz. It unfolds differently for each of us, but it does unfold. We have been called into a greater life, often by things that seem like obstacles, so that we might bring forth our greater qualities and become whole and complete as a full expression of the divine. We're off to see the wizard, and it's a wonderful journey on this yellow brick road. Namaste.